Apex Legends is about to change in a massive way. Bloodhound has been completely reworked with an insane new ultimate that can cloak your entire squad. World's Edge is getting brand new POIs and the return of fan-favorite locations like Sorting Factory. Respawn is introducing corrupted attachments that completely change how weapons work, along with a major loot system overhaul that honestly reminds me of Call of Duty. Loba and Rampart are getting huge buffs, and Respawn has already teased even more ranked updates coming in future seasons. So, is Season 30 finally the update that brings Apex back to the top? Let's break down everything you need to know about Apex Legends Marked. It's your boy, Phantom Deluxe. If you don't want to miss anything, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's start with the biggest change of the season. Bloodhound has been completely redesigned. Instead of just scanning enemies every few seconds, Respawn wants Bloodhound to truly feel like a hunter tracking their prey. The passive has changed dramatically. Now enemies leave behind glowing trails while they move, making it much easier to follow where they've gone without constantly relying on scans. White Ravens are also much smarter now. They have a longer detection range and can be activated simply by looking at them instead of walking right up to them. That means you'll spend less time interacting with Ravens and more time chasing squads. Bloodhound's Tactical has also received a huge upgrade. After the first scan finishes, additional snapshot scans continue to reveal enemy movement. So instead of getting just one quick scan, you'll receive extra information as the fight develops. Personally, I think this makes Bloodhound much stronger during team fights because enemies can't simply reposition after the first scan and disappear. But the biggest surprise is definitely the ultimate. The old Beast of the Hunt is gone. Instead, Bloodhound now deploys a cloaking device. Any legend entering the area becomes cloaked. They're not completely invisible, but they're very difficult to spot. Even more interesting, once you leave the area, the cloak remains active for up to 12 seconds unless you shoot your weapon or take damage. Imagine your entire squad rotating into a building while cloaked or setting up an unexpected flank during the final ring. This ultimate could completely change how aggressive teams approach fights. Bloodhound players are definitely going to become much scarier this season. Next up, World's Edge is getting one of its biggest visual and gameplay updates. The entire map now has a darker atmosphere inspired by Bloodhound's culture, with beautiful northern lights glowing across the night sky. Respawn has also added 3 brand new points of interest. The first one is the new Climatizer area, now redesigned around Bloodhound's tribe. It features East Village architecture along with a massive longhouse that should create some really interesting close-range battles. Survey Camp has been replaced by War Camp. This looks like a much more combat-focused POI designed to encourage intense early game fights. Then we have Tree Settlement. This location introduces more vertical gameplay, giving movement legends even more opportunities to outplay enemies. And that's not all. Respawn is also bringing back several fan favorites. Sorting Factory is finally returning. I know a lot of players have been asking for this for years. Construction is returning to Fragment as well, bringing back some familiar rooftop fights. Even Big Mod has found a new home on top of Landslide. Overall, World's Edge feels both nostalgic and fresh at the same time, which is exactly what many players wanted. Now let's talk about something that could completely change the weapon meta. Season 30 introduces corrupted attachments. These attachments provide powerful bonuses, but every advantage comes with a trade-off. So instead of simply choosing the highest rarity attachment every time, players will actually need to think about their loadout. Respawn is also adding visible weapon statistics. As you equip attachments, you'll immediately see how they affect weapon performance. Honestly, this reminds me a lot of Call of Duty's gunsmith system, where you can actually see how every attachment changes your weapon stats. I think that's a really nice quality of life improvement, because players won't have to guess whether an attachment is actually helping them. Energy weapons are also receiving a complete overhaul. Respawn hasn't revealed every detail yet, but if you're someone who enjoys using the Havoc, Volt, L-Star, or Nemesis, this is definitely something to keep an eye on. Respawn also wants players to spend less time looting and more time fighting. To make that happen, they're removing several loot systems. Support bins are gone, assault bins are gone, explosive holds are gone, loot bin resets are gone, wildlife loot is also being removed. Instead, loot across the map is being rebalanced to create a much smoother experience. Personally, I actually like this direction. Sometimes Apex can feel like a looting simulator during the early game. If this update gets players into fights faster without making loot too scarce, I think it could make matches much more exciting. Bloodhound isn't the only legend getting stronger. Loba is receiving some very nice quality of life improvements. Her Black Market ultimate now has a shorter cooldown, allowing squads to gear up much more frequently. Her tactical bracelet also travels faster and covers a greater distance. That means escaping dangerous situations or repositioning during fights should feel much smoother. For Loba mains, this is definitely a win. Rampart is also becoming much more dangerous. She can now move faster while firing Sheila. That's honestly pretty scary. One of Sheila's biggest weaknesses was how slow Rampart became while using it. Now, she'll be able to pressure enemies much more aggressively. Her amped walls also build faster and have increased durability. Rampart players are definitely going to enjoy these buffs. One thing I found really interesting is Respawn talking about future ranked updates. Originally, they planned major ranked changes for Season 32, but now they're saying Season 31 will also receive ranked improvements. That tells me Respawn knows ranked still needs work, and they're actively trying to improve it instead of waiting until next year. We don't know exactly what those changes are yet, but it's good to see ranked getting continued attention. Hopefully we'll hear more later this season. Overall, I think Season 30 looks incredibly promising. The Bloodhound rework could completely change how information is gathered during matches. The World's Edge update looks beautiful while bringing back some classic locations. Corrupted attachments add more strategy to weapon building. The faster looting system should improve the pacing of every match, and both Loba and Rampart are finally getting some well-deserved love. As someone who spends a lot of time grinding Apex Ranked, I'm really excited to jump into this season and see how everything feels in actual gameplay. Season 30, marked officially, launches on August 3rd, 2026, and I'll definitely be covering the new content here on the channel. Now, I want to hear from you. Which update are you most excited about? Is it the Bloodhound rework, the new World's Edge, the corrupted attachments, or the legend buffs? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future Apex Legends videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.